Hi friends, welcome back to another Shay's Shift Talk. Today I want to discuss 10 things that have helped me shift that I've documented beginning from literally May 2022 to about a week ago. The first tip that I have is persisting. Recently I realized I've been afraid to really stick with a DR because if I did, it was possible I'd become bored with it. So to combat that fear that was quickly turning into a blockage, I began telling myself, don't resist, just persist, which is just a little motto me and my friend came up with to remind myself to keep going. And I know that tip may seem like, oh, well, like, duh, but I really needed to be told that. And if somebody else did, I hope that first tip is like a reminder for you to just keep going. The second tip that I have is being intentional when choosing to shift, as in if I know I'm too sleepy or not ready to put my heart into shifting and I'm just hoping for the best, I don't try. You shouldn't be forcing yourself to shift if your heart's not in it that day, and you also shouldn't feel guilty for choosing sleep or some other activity to do. Shifting will always be here. My third tip is once symptoms start kicking in, I like to focus on my DR self's emotions and connect those symptoms to my DR. I do this by simply affirming the symptom I'm experiencing is actually happening to my DR self. So let's say that my foot is itchy. I'll just immediately classify that as something that's happening in my DR self. Like maybe somebody pulled a prank and they're putting like a feather on my foot or something like that, And that just helps me ground myself to my DR self. Fourth tip that I have is going through what my DR self could have been doing the day before I shift there, up until the moment my DR self is going to lay down, so that making the jump into that reality doesn't feel that big. I found this tip on TikTok, I'm pretty sure, a few months back, and ever since I started incorporating it, I feel symptoms way quicker. The fifth tip that I have is a real game changer for me, but basically it's that instead of desperately trying to make my body work with the method, I made the method work with my body. This also goes hand in hand with listening to your intuition. If you haven't watched my video on how to get in tune with that, please do. But yeah, if I feel physically uncomfortable in a method or like a method is distracting me rather than helping me, I'll try something new. I won't confine myself to a box I don't fit in because that just isn't logical. A method that doesn't work for me 99 times isn't going to randomly work the 100th time. And even in the rare case that it did, why would I wait those 100 times when another method out there could have worked the first time? I feel like changing my mindset into that has helped me be a lot more flexible with myself, and it's helped me when going into attempts to listen to myself more. Sixth tip is simple, but I feel like it's necessary. Really believing my affirmations helps a lot. Repeating affirmations can become boring if you're not putting any weight behind it. So use emotion. Visualize the thing you're affirming to be yours and feel the confidence in your statement. Feel the energy and utilize it to propel you into your DR. I feel like a lot of us who have been trying for like a really long time tend to get a little bit stagnant in our journey, and we tend to just like go through the motions without actually feeling what we're doing. We are shifting, like we are literally not going to be in this reality anymore. So when you are going into an attempt, be intentional about the words that you're using because they matter. Tip number 7 is meditating. I swear I'm always going to find a way to incorporate a meditation shout out into every last one of my shifting videos until you stubborn children listen. Meditation has helped me immensely, and I really feel like if you have not started meditating, you need to start. Tip number 8 is a bit more personal to me, but it was removing my face and body claims. Now, I have no problem with others using face claims. I say rock out, but for me personally, since I always plan to return from my DR, I just can't deal with the disassociation of using face claims. And after meditating, I came to this conclusion in like late spring of last year, and once I removed them, I felt much freer and actually cleared a blockage regarding my appearance. So yeah, that's my tip. But you don't have to really listen to that if it's not for you. Tip number 9 is really understanding the fact that I'm already experiencing my desired reality. I'm just not presently aware of it. Because our desired selves are just us on different planes, we are experiencing every version of our desires. But in order to consciously tap into them, we have to become vibrational matches. That's why meditation, affirmation, setting intention, and actually putting effort into receiving your desires brings them to you quicker. My 10th and final tip of this video is for those who struggle with the in-between state. I call it the pulling portion because it's when I'm not really zoned into one single reality, but begin to feel a pull that starts from my chest or my head. This is my one definitive sign that I'm shifting, and whenever this occurs, I affirm that I'm letting go, that I'm relinquishing control, and I try to be as present as possible. I don't think about the fact that I'm shifting, and I don't think about what I'm going to tell my friends when I come back. I don't even think about people in my DR. All I visualize in this in-between state is the pull of being released from my CR and dropped into my DR. Now, I'm still not a master at this portion of shifting, so I don't recommend beating yourself up if you lose the pull, but I do recommend allowing gratitude to enter your mind when you're in this in-between state. Allow yourself to feel bliss and happiness about letting go and finally entering your DR. I've noticed that whenever I incorporate gratitude into my methods, I always get farther much quicker. So yeah, those are the 10 things that have helped me in my shifting journey. I have quite a few more tips, so if this video gets enough traction, I'll release them. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please don't hesitate to send it to your shifting friends or wannabe shifting friends. Also, please like and subscribe, maybe even comment if you learned something new or have a tip you want to add to help our fellow shifters. If you've only come across me on YouTube, I also have a TikTok account, Shay's Planet with 2 T's. I have many videos on there with advice and just general shifting content. I also go live about once a week when I'm not banned and would love for you to join me. I wanted to say thank you guys as well for the love and support you've shown me these past few days on both my channel and my TikTok. More videos are coming soon, and I promise in the future I will be showing my face on this account. I just have to get all of the kinks worked out. Love you guys. Happy shifting.